Haven sets you in a distant world as a young couple madly in love, trying their best to escape from a system that wants nothing more than for them to be apart. We follow this dynamic duo of Kay and Yu as they fight for everything they believe in whilst exploring a strange and fragmented world filled with splendid sights, bizarre and dangerous creatures, and a mystery that begs to be unraveled. Let me be the first to tell you what a roller coaster of emotion this game is going to put you through. The world of Haven takes place on a planet known as Source, and man, the first thing you're gonna notice is just how visually splendid this world is. From meadows of lush green grass, to rolling fields, a muggy swamp, and even a hellscape or two, the world of Source is stunning to look at. The art design and world building is done beautifully. Each islet you explore is filled with odd creatures from cute to horrid, and has a sky that's sprinkled with floating rocks and intriguing lights. And this doesn't even cover the truly stunning intro and epilogue artwork animations that honestly deserve their own discussion. Pairing with the game's beautiful sights is a soundtrack that does a good job of creating a relaxed and mellow ambiance as you find yourself floating through each section of the map. There are also more intense and heart-pumping tracks to coincide with each of the combat sequences or story-heavy moments. While there isn't too much variation of tracks, the music is made in a way that blends seamlessly into the background and does a good job of filling the less action-packed moments of the game whilst you explore. The sound design outside of music is also well done, with combat giving you a good feeling of impact with attacks and also guiding your movements as you travel. Overall, it's a very solid job. The gameplay of Haven is probably best described as fluid. You spend most of your time floating across the world with a pair of anti-grav boots, exploring as you see fit and switching between characters seamlessly. I really enjoyed how well the game gave the feeling of weightlessness and freedom, but was disappointed in how often this was cut short by loading screens. Every time you hop from island to island across these ethereal flow bridges, the game would cut to a loading screen, and let me tell you, you spend a lot of time from hopping to island in this game. This was by far my biggest complaint, as the developer did such a fantastic job making the movement feel so smooth, only to cut it with these jarring pauses to gameplay. The combat in the game is minimal. When you start the game, it actually tells you that it's not meant to be hard, and it really does live up to that, focusing instead on story. The combat does a good job of breaking the game up and adding some excitement, but overall it's undermined by its lack of versatility and repetitiveness after a while. Beyond this, I found myself enjoying some of the other aspects, such as finding plants and resources across the world to cook and synthesize into materials and make medicine for new endeavors out into Source. Finally, we come to the best part of this game, the story. This is where this gem shines, and I honestly found myself so wrapped up in progressing the story, I lost track of time a lot. As said earlier, you follow two young lovers who've run away to this strange land. As you go about exploring, finding things, and delving into a mystery that presents itself over time, you start to watch our two characters build and evolve in their relationship. The relationship building is actually a core aspect of this game, and it's done very well. The voice acting is incredible, and the dialogue options are beautifully done, giving both characters a truly human feel that made me resonate more with them than I have with almost any character in a game before. I won't spoil the end, but by the climax of the game I had been in tears, hysterics, and on the edge of my seat a fair too many times to count. It's truly a tale that you'll want to hear. So here's the question: should you play it? Really, I think that depends on if you enjoy a game more for its story, or if you enjoy it more for the gameplay. Haven is more of a visual novel that's told through a game than it is anything else. I played for a solid 10 hours, and I could probably snag 3 or 4 more hours if I wanted to explore every nook and cranny. Honestly, this could be cut severely if you skipped the many dialogue scenes, but that does kind of defeat the purpose of the game. The replayability is limited, as once you've finished the story, there's nothing much more to unearth, and overall, I loved every second of this game, and I would totally recommend it to anybody who enjoys a good story.